Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good
Waalaikumsalam.
afternoon, Pak Rozi. Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you for Pak Munir and giving us chance to present our topic today, understanding ex post facto research, methodologies and implication. Okay, so introduction. Ex post facto research examines events after they have occurred, providing insights into causal relationships. This methodology is crucial in fields like social sciences and law, where it aids in understanding the impact of past actions. This presentation will explore the methodologies and implications of such research. And Ex post facto research itself refers to studies conducted after the fact. Often using historical data, it allows researchers to identify relationships between variables and outcomes without manipulation. Understanding its definition is essential for grasping its significance in various fields. Methodologies used in ex post facto. Common methodologies in ex post facto research include case studies, surveys, and statistical analysis. These approaches enable researchers to gather and analyze data retrospectively, providing a comprehensive view of the subject matter without experimental intervention. In the data collection techniques that it is done by ex post facto research involves archival research, interviews, and questionnaires. These techniques help gather relevant historical data, offering insights into patterns and trends that inform current understanding and future implications. An implication of the findings from ex post facto research can have significant implication for policy making, law enforcement, and social interventions. By analyzing past events, researchers can offer recommendations that enhance future practices and prevent negative outcomes. A limitation of methodology. While ex post facto research is valuable, it has limitations such as potential biases, lack of control over variables, and difficulty establishing causality. Understanding this limitation is crucial for interpreting results accurately and responsibly. In ethical consideration in ex post facto research include informed consent, privacy, and data integrity. Researchers must navigate these issues carefully to ensure that their studies adhere to ethical standards while providing valuable insights. And conclusion and future direction. In conclusion, ex post facto research plays a vital role in understanding past events and their implications. Future research should focus on refining methodologies and addressing ethical concerns to enhance the reliability and applicability of findings. And the next presentation will be presented by my friend here, Bapak Rozi Adi Wicaksana. Pak Rozi, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Pak Nailul Authar. Okay, now I will explain about the example of the articles about ex post facto entitled is college level second language courses and creative thinking skills, an ex post facto study. This article investigates the relationship between college-level second language educations and the development of creative thinking skills among learners in the United States. The study aims to determine whether students who complete college-level second language courses exhibit better performance in creative thinking, specifically in domains such as fluency, flexibility, originality, and the elaborations compared to those who do not take such courses. And then for the methodology, the research employs a quantitative ex post facto design with a sample of 160 participants and 80 who completed second language courses and 80 who did not. The study utilizes the alternate uses test to measure creative thinking skills across the specified domains. And then for the findings, the result indicate a statistically significant difference in domain of flexibility, suggesting that students who completed second language courses are more flexible in their thinking. However, no significant differences were found in fluency, originality, or elaborations. Okay, and then for the theoretical framework, the study is grounded in investment theory of creativity, which posits that creativity develops through a combination of intellectual abilities, knowledge, thinking styles, personality traits, motivation, and environmental factors. And for the literature review, the article reviews existing literature on bilingualism and cognitive skills, highlighting that previous studies have generally shows a positive correlations between bilingualism and enhanced cognitive abilities. However, it notes that specifically research focusing on creative thinking skills in the context of second language learning is limited. And then for the implication for future research, Sahich emphasizes the need for further studies to explore the nuances of how second language learning impacts various cognitive skills, particularly creative thinking. This includes investigating whether strong cognitive skills existed prior to language acquisitions or if they develop as a result of learning a second language. Overall, the article contributes to understanding of how second language education may enhance specific cognitive skills and encourages further exploration into the area within educational context. And then for the second articles, it is entitled The Influence of Integrated Instructional Design of Environmental Education and Teaching Modules, a past learning on environmental literacy as post facto method analysis in the context of the Merdeka curriculum. So in this article employs that an ex post facto research design to analyze the effects of specific instructional strategies on environmental literacy among primary school students. In this article, the researchers utilized the ex post facto method to assess how integrated instructional design and teaching modules influence students' environmental literacy after these educational strategies had been implemented. They analyzed existing data from pre-test and post-test to identify changes in the students' learning outcomes, thus providing insight into the effectiveness of these instructional tools without altering the teaching process during the study. And then for the finding, based on ex post facto analysis, the results indicated significant improvements in environmental literacy scores among students who experienced the integrated instructional design compared to those who use traditional teaching modules. This analysis allows for a clearer understanding of the relationship between instructional design and educational outcomes, reinforcing the value of these methods in enhancing student learning in line with the Merdeka curriculum. Okay, and then for the next article, this entitled The Relationship Between Direct Language Learning Strategies and English Learning Proficiency at Senior High School Students. This article investigates how specific language learning strategies affect the proficiency of high school students in learning English. The research aims The research aims to explore the correlations between direct language learning strategies and English proficiency among 11 grade students at SMA Negeri 1 Bau. It seeks to determine whether the strategies significantly enhance students' language skills and self-confidence. And then the article concludes that employing effective direct language learning strategies can significantly improve English proficiency among high school students. It emphasizes the importance of understanding and utilizing the strategies to enhance learning outcomes. Overall, the research highlights the critical role that structured learning approaches play in academic success, particularly in language acquisitions. Okay, and then for the methodology, in research design, the study employs an ex post facto correlational design, meaning it analyzes an existing data without manipulating variables. In sample size, the population consists of 410 students with a sample of 75 selected through simple random sampling. And then for the instrument used, the strategy inventory for language learning or SEAL and an English proficiency test are utilized to gather data. And then for the findings, in dominant strategies, the study finds the compensation strategies are mostly frequently used by students with a mean score of 2.66. And then in significant relationships, hypothesis testing reveals a positive relationship between direct language learning strategies and English proficiency. Among these, memory strategies show the strongest correlations in 0.756. Okay, thank you. That's all about our presentations in ex post facto research methodology. Thank you.